I like to think I know what I'm talking about when it comes to football, and I definitely love to test my footballing knowledge. So this is a new form of content we're going to do for the channel. Let me know what you guys think. See if you like it. We're going to do ourselves a little quiz here, and it should be an interesting one. The top five goal scorers for every 5 year period since the inauguration of the Premier League. Now, my football knowledge goes deep. I don't know any of you ever watch Premier League years, but that really helped me to big up my knowledge on every season of the Premier League. Obviously, having not watched it for probably the first 10 to 12 years of its existence, but I like to think myself as pretty knowledgeable about it all now. So we got to take the top five scorers from each of the 5 year periods that since the Premier League has been in existence. Obviously, so way back to 1992. Should be an interesting one. I'm going to leave a link to this quiz in my description. Let me know what you guys get. See if you do better than me. Switching over to it now. So yeah, as you can see, here it is. Premier League top five scorers by 5 season period. So we got 145 to get here. I'm going to set myself the goal of getting at least 135 on this quiz. If I don't get at least 135, I will accept that I don't know ball. But I think maybe I can even go one better. Only 8 minutes to do it. Let's get right into it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And we're on. Let's go way back when. Let's start 92, 93 to 96, 97. I'm going to throw in Eric Cantona into the mix. Not going super obvious straight away. He's not in there. Let's go Shearer. He's obviously there. Of course, he fills up a lot of the sheets here. I think Andrew Cole might have notched in here too. He doesn't get into the 92-93, but he does for the next period. Ian Wright, I think he would be up there. Rush, was he still going around then? Not really. Hughes, I don't think so either. Other strikers that were playing in the Prem that far back. Fowler, yeah. Those other two there. Who would have 101 that early? That's a very interesting one because it's not Sutton. He wouldn't have had that many. Huh. And it's not Cantona. He never seems scored 100. Dwight York might be in there. No, but he's obviously on the list. Teddy Sheringham, he could be in there. No. Okay. Gonna move on from that one. Let's see. Let's just actually switch it up here. Let's go to where my real knowledge is of the recent Premier League years. I think obviously Mo Salah is probably top on the list here. Erling Haaland, even though he hasn't been there long, probably already on the list. Yes, he is. Of course he is. Let's see, who else have we got? Does Sadio Mane make a list here? He does. Other guys, Jamie Vardy, he's got to be making some lists here, of course. This is just such a random one. It's so hard to remember time periods that this might get a little bit confusing, but I'm just gonna start throwing some name out there that I know are involved. Like Thierry Henry, we know he's making a lot of lists. Ruud van Nistelrooy, we know he's making a lot of lists. Harry Kane, another one we know who's just making a lot of lists. It's just happening. Sergio Aguero, there's another. We know that's going to happen. Wayne Rooney, that's going to be there. Robin van Persie, of course. Just to get all the names out there. This is one of them quizzes where you just kind of have to throw out all the names that you know is on the list, and then you try to rack your brain and break down the rest of them. Michael Owen, we know he's going to be involved. I would think Robbie Keane has a shot here, and he does. I wouldn't say that Bale does. I'm not sure. Would Ronaldo? He obviously scored a lot over a 3-year period, but not a 5-year period. I'll try Ronaldo out. Let's see. He did. He just did score that many in that period of time, which is pretty impressive. Ronaldo, don't care what anyone says, still the greatest player to ever play in the Premier League. Okay, now we're starting to slow down a bit now. You're starting to think of guys that were also playing around these times. Let's see, Nicolas Anelka, he could be involved here. He's not. Didier Drogba, Frank Lampard, he's another one that will be involved. Gerrard? No. Torres. Yeah, he had a strong period from obviously 07 to 2010. That was really prime Torres years. Luis Suarez really banged him in while he was there, so he's going to get the nod. I assume Daniel Sturridge will also be involved. And I think Raheem Sterling, although I've never been a fan of him, the dude did rack up some goals in Man City. And he does get into the lineup here. Ooh, could I take a risk on a Yaya Toure? That might be a wild. No, I'm not even gonna try that. That sounds insane. As I actually say it out loud. Oh, 506 to 0910. Wouldn't say Berbatov had a shot here. He did. He got involved there. And Tevez, we got the cheat. We got Tevez. Tevez lumped in with that as well. Let's see the guys like Kevin Phillips, because he like had one big year. Yeah, he does get in there. James Beattie, would he have got in there? He did. Hasselbank, he probably got in there. He did. These older ones are gonna end up annoying me. So wouldn't like Scholes didn't score enough for a 5 year period ever, did he? Yeah, I didn't think so. Jermaine Defoe, no. See, some of the guys you just start to forget, and there's going to be these random guys that probably played for like Sheffield Wednesday or something over a 5 year period, and then they're actually scoring a few goals. It's like these little guys that you would just completely forget about. It's just really infuriating. Like, stick with the newer years. Let's see, like, who would have done it? Like, who's been scoring goals in the Premier League over the last few years? Heung-min Son, he could be involved. He is involved. I want to say Jared Bowen, but I don't think he's got 75 over that period. Let me try it. No, he hasn't. Who else are we thinking? Like Alexander Isak, he's not in there. The guys at Arsenal, no. Watkins, no. He is, yeah, Ollie Watkins, yeah, fair play. He gets a nod in there. I would not have thought, I was not confident when I typed that in, but good to see him getting involved there. And I guess, do we get Tevez everywhere? I assume we might not have, so I could type him in. Yeah, you gotta get him in there as well. Adebayor, yeah. Sanchez, I think he's probably only just there. Let's just see if there's any more of these double ups that I can take advantage of anywhere else. I don't believe so. A few of the other best goal scorers. Time's starting to run out here. We're getting into a little bit, getting into squeaky bum time here. 2012-13 to 2016-17. Some of the best goal scorers around that time. Andy Carroll. No, that's a wild shout. Suarez, I did Sturridge as well, didn't I? I did. Firmino, would he have made it? No. Even Davis. No. Leeds United, Viduka. Yeah, Viduka got in there. Absolute legend, Viduka. I always remember that 4-3 win over Liverpool. Good old Mark Viduka. Definitely an underrated player from his generation. Let's see, 96, 97 to 001, 02. Actually, I think United, Chelsea, Torianjo Flo. No, that's a crazy shout. Arsenal, guys, it would have been Anelka. It was Anelka right around that time. Bergkamp, I don't think he would have. No, he didn't score enough of those goals. Beckham didn't ever score 100, so I don't see how he could be involved there. It's not Owen. If starting to think strikers, what other strikers do we have around these times? Emil Heskey, he was just steady Eddie and doing stuff across lines. Canio, no. Defoe, I already tried Defoe. He's not involved. And you forget about like the goals in midfield. Like Fernandez might be involved somewhere. He's not actually. That's a bit surprising. De Bruyne, he wouldn't have been either. Mahrez wouldn't. Sterling, got Sterling. 2014, 15 to 2019. Trying to think of like the Golden Boot winners, and that just makes it easier. God, I know I'd be nailing this if we were getting the clubs. I'd be all over this quiz. That's the only thing I think that's holding me back at this very moment. The good strikers that played for lesser teams. This is where it's starting to get a little bit tough. 126 to 145, like a solid number, but not where I would have wanted to be. I think the time is gonna run out on me. Dublin, yeah, Dion Dublin, get him in there. Oh, this is annoying. Les Ferdinand. Oh man, Les Ferdinand. That's one that's got away from me. Letitia, probably should have been able to guess that. Didn't think he would have that many by that time. Ferdinand, that's a really annoying one. Darren Bent. Wow. Okay. Obviously, happy that I got the last 6 years. I'm happy with that. Lukaku, yeah, maybe should have got him. Benteke, it's impressive he made that. And Giroud. Yakubu even made it in there. That's wild. I mean, there we go. 89%, average score of 70, 129 and 145. I did set myself the goal of 135, so I mean, you guys tell me. Maybe I don't know ball. But yeah, let me know if you guys like this sort of content. I love doing quizzes, so I'm all about doing more of these. But yeah, make sure you like and subscribe, and of course, take the quiz and let me know in the comments how you got on.